This is my bike. Together, we've covered over 5,000 miles, scaling the height of Mount Everest over 10 times. Needless to say, we've built quite a bond over those miles. Because I work at a desk, I can sometimes spend the entire day staring at a screen without ever touching grass. In the past, when working from home, I'd hit the bike before it got dark out. But then, I switched jobs, and there was a problem. During rush hour, I'd spend over an hour in soul-crushing traffic some days. By the time I got home, it would be dark and increasingly dangerous to ride my bike. I decided to remedy this. I would start riding my bike to work instead of driving. At first, I thought I'd take Old Trusty, but unfortunately, my new office is located in the Rio Grande area of Salt Lake City, which is nationally ranked for bike theft. I needed a better solution, and that's where this bike comes in. I found this bike on KSL for only $100. Not the best bike, but a total steal for what it is. I immediately reached out to the owner, and we scheduled the time for me to pick it up. Later that day, tragedy struck. The owner messaged me, saying he had already sold the bike. How, you might ask, is it in my possession? A few days later, I saw the exact same bike listed for $180, decided to accept the $80 tax, and picked it up. She needed a little work, but with some elbow grease, and lots of other grease, I was riding into the office instead of driving. After some riding in rainstorms, I found a used bike with disc brakes, which make braking way more reliable in poor conditions. I added a rack to hold my backpack in order to keep my back from getting sweaty. I immediately noticed, with the rack mounted, I am free to ride with all the weight on my bike, something I didn't realize how much better it was until I had it. To further battle the elements, I added fenders to keep me dry and bar mitts to keep my hands warm. An important part of cycling is being creative and persistent in the face of adversity. And guess what? My fastest time on the bike is only 7 minutes slower than my slowest time in the car, a trade I would make every time to never see I-15 during rush hour.